there are not those who will advise me. Don't come. You see, let me tell you people, most of the things that are happening are something that is quite avoidable. It is something that is avoidable. It is something that can be controlled. It is not everything. Every time you want somebody to talk, you want to prove somebody wrong, And when somebody like me, pick it up, it will not end well. It will not end well. Leave Simon Ekpa alone. I have said it several times. You don't know the thing I have with Onyendu. You don't know the task Onyendu gave me. You don't know the task Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave me. Allow me to do this thing I'm doing. Since I am not interfering in your leadership, I am not interfering in your decision making.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Welcome to this space today, this evening, as we are live and direct from our location, as we are about to melt down the economy of the zoo. We have come to finish what our fathers started and to liberate the God's own people, the people of the Republic of Biafra. I welcome you all this evening to this particular space where we are going to be responding to concerns and questions from concerned Biafrans and those friends of Biafra on what our next action and next activities is going to do to the economy of Nigeria. Nigeria has collapsed and we have come to finish it. I want everybody to understand that our target is to collapse the economy of the zoo. Strangle it and make sure they never rise again until Biafra independent. It is only the economy they use, the revenue generated from our land, they use to buy arms and ammunition to kill our women and our children. So we have made it our duty to make sure we starve Nigeria, strangle Nigeria economically. I wish to inform those of you listening to this space today that our civil disobedience has made Nigeria to lose $12 billion. More than $12 billion since 2021. In the next 4 weeks, Nigeria will see the worst economic meltdown in the history of Nigeria. And credit to the Biafra people who have risen up and have vowed that our freedom is in our own hand. And we are taking it by force from the slave masters. We're taking it by force from the hands of the nomadic Fulanese who are now on jihad mission to kill, maim, destroy, and annihilate. Biafra land remain the only land that can never ever be conquered by the Islamic State coming from different parts of Africa. Our duty is to defend our land with everything in us, with everything we have. And that we do, we will continue to do. And after this coming 2 weeks is at home, Nigeria can never survive. Nigeria, the evil entity called Nigeria, will never ever survive. So I welcome you all this evening to this particular special space where you are going to listen to how we are going to strangle Nigeria and it will never rise again. Our hit on Nigeria is to make sure that after this particular 2 weeks at home, the economy will be crushed and destroyed, and they will never rise again. Biafra is going to rise. We will make sure that Islamic State never strive again in our land. I want to inform those of you, our friends, our well-wishers listening to this space today, that what we are fighting for is for the future of Europe, the future of America, the future of Biafra people, and the future of Africa. The terrorists want to make Nigeria a safe haven from which they are going to be attacking other nations, and that is what we are fighting against. The United States Intelligence Agency, the special envoy to the Sahel, has made a statement a few years ago that Nigeria is a very serious threat to the existence of America, in the sense that Boko Haram, ISWAP, Al-Qaeda, all of them are working together in Nigeria. It is only in Nigeria that all these terrorist groups have been able to come together and work together for a single agenda, the agenda of making Nigeria a safe haven for terrorists, from where they will now start launching attack to the West. I want to inform you people today that even when Nigeria is yet to be a safe haven to terrorists, they have sponsored terrorists to Finland. They have sponsored terrorists to Finland to come and look for Simon Ekpa. If you allow Nigeria to continue to be a country, it is not only Simon Ekpa they're going to sponsor terrorists to come and look for. They will sponsor terrorists to come and look for your president. They will sponsor terrorists to come and look for those who stood and continue to stand against Islamization, against Islamic agenda in your various countries. So when we are waiting for them to have safe haven, they are already exporting terrorists. But those who are in Finland looking for Simon Ekpa, we are hunting them too. They will never go back as they come. I want to give the opportunity to the co-host to bring people to ask questions. Our focus today should be on what is going to be the impact of the coming 2 weeks sit at home. We have demanded all oil companies working and operating in Biafra territory to shut down from the 28th of July. That particular demand have been complied with. They have complied with the demand to shut down production from the 28th, and the international oil companies have directed all its staff to shut down production from the 28th of July. If you are in the zoo, believe me, you are going to buy 1 liter of fuel, 1,500 in the next 2 weeks. So you just better stay at home. The reason why it is going to be like that is that we are now targeting the complete economic meltdown of Nigeria terrorist state. Success, over to you. Thank you.
It looks like success has been knocked out to my PM.
Okay.
You need to co-host him again. Meanwhile, good evening, sir, my PM. You're welcome, and Biafrans are so excited to have you on the space this evening. Thank you so much, sir. How do you want the protocols, or how do we push it?
We have almost 800 and something people here. You can go ahead and start bringing people who want to ask questions. Those who are worried, why are we embarking on 2 weeks sit at home? I've just made it very clear. The reason we are embarking on 2 weeks sit at home is to strangle the economy and crush the economy of Nigeria. Economy sabotage, economic meltdown is our target. To make sure that Nigeria will never have money to pay their civil servants. That's our target.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. And you are all welcome to this Twitter space being handled right now by the Prime Minister, Biafran Republic Government in Exile. And we are asking you, please raise your hands as we bring you in as a speaker. Success, you're welcome back. Yeah. Raise your hands, and then you just heard what the Prime Minister said. Go straight to the point and ask your questions. And please, let's try as much as possible to reduce. We know you want to give accolade, you want to praise, you want to salute, but we need very, very engaging questions so that the world will know what we are up to and what we're doing. So let's go forward from here. And Mazi Ochoa Oji, please unmute yourself and ask your question. 60 seconds, please.
All right. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening, the Dragon. My utmost respect for you for what you're doing for us, the Biafran people. I must acknowledge your effort. It's not easy. Thank you very much for the work you're doing for our people. We really appreciate it. But I have just two questions I would like to ask. First is about the palliative for sit at home. Is it going to our people? Is there a means that can be distributed without the Nigerian government going against those that receive it? The second question will be, if after the 2 weeks it's at home and Nigerian government refuses to release Mazi, why don't we go after that thing that gives them money, which is their oil pipelines and all that? Thank you very much. That's just my question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Yes, we are going to give palliative to Biafran people, and the modus and the pattern under which this particular palliative will be shared remain secret, for the reason being that you just said it. We don't want to endanger the life of our people. We've received manner of messages, threats from those terrorist governors. So we have devised a means that this palliative will be shared to our people without risking their life. The palliative will be shared. The modus we're going to use remain secret. The issue of the pipeline and all that, we have already made that particular point very clear. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released, we're not going to wait until after 2 weeks at home. The economic strangulation and economic meltdown continue or start immediately we embark on 2 weeks at home. It's going to be a simultaneous exercise. We're not waiting until after 2 weeks. So everything is happening within these 2 weeks at home. And let me also make it very clear that after 2 weeks at home and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released, our next target is going to be only on the government, civil servants and offices. We'll make sure that we also stop every activities of the civil servant representing Nigeria within Biafra territory. That's our next civil disobedience. Make sure that nobody goes to serve or goes to work in Biafra territory in the name of serving Nigeria. And how we are going to do that and achieve it, we are going to wait and listen when that time comes. But that's where we're going next. At the same time, we are making sure that before you can exploit, because it is not like, which is exploit, we call it exploitation. Before you can exploit oil from our land, you are going to suffer. You are going to suffer before you get oil from our land going forward. So yes, we're implementing that at the same time. And now it is no longer the time of broadcast exposition, this and that. We are in liberation phase, and Biafra people are going to watch keenly how we are going to exit Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sure your question was answered. Was that Mazi Oji?
Yeah. Yes, very well. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister.
Go down as a listener so that that will be another space for someone to come up.
All right.
Thank you. All right, we have another hand up. Ben Chuku Sagu. Ben Chuku Sagu. Please unmute yourself and ask your question. 60 seconds, please.
Yeah, good evening, PM. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to ask some questions. Partially, the last speaker has asked what I wanted to ask about regarding the palliative. I don't know how prepared our de facto government in homeland has made their own preparation, how to distribute the palliative so that it will not be something that will cause some troubles. And another thing, there's another question I want to ask, but it's security, which I don't want to ask on the air. I don't know how I will.
Since you are really troubled about asking it on air, you know it's not safe. Ask a more, engaging question.
No, I don't want to ask such a question. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much. The issue of palliative has been addressed. It remains secret, and I believe I have trust in the de facto government, and we have devised a means to share palliative to Biafra people, and to be shared. It will be shared, and those who need this palliative are going to get them. Another thing is that we are also encouraging every Biafran all over the world, anywhere you are, in your communities, you can volunteer to send palliative to as many families as possible. It is also part of what we're doing. So in your own community, try to select 10, 20 families that are vulnerable and send palliative to them. Thank you.
Thank you, my PM. The issue of palliative have been addressed. And Success, can you talk now?
Yes, PM, His Excellency. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
And good evening, Maziraf. And good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The freedom is getting closer, and the cloud keep gathering. Just yesterday, during the Mandela celebration with UPF, I think PM posted something about Jonathan preaching we need more Mandelas, and immediately PM posted that on Twitter. The zoo government did their normal thing by contacting Jonathan immediately to address the issue in Africa. So they are panicking because this 2 weeks shutdown, or is not sit at home, this is called total shutdown. This 2 weeks shutdown will bury the remains of Nigeria, and we are not asking anybody to cooperate, having know that Biafrans want to leave the zoo, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And I want to appreciate the oil companies for the heeding to the directive of our PM, and every companies, not only oil, but if you are an international company working within the Biafran coast or anywhere, you are advised to do likewise, because it's going to be a total shutdown if Nnamdi Kanu is not released. So PM, keep it up. What you are doing, the whole world is feeling the impact, and I think you are the next Mandela that Jonathan was praying for, and you are here with us. You are the Mandela that they never know that you are in their midst, and they were praying for another Mandela. You are there, and I want to keep on being there. Nigeria is gone this year. Nigeria will disappear. So we are ready, and Biafrans are ready. We are waiting for the 31st to come, and when once it come, then let them bring the Janjaweed. They will have a day with BLA. I trust them. I trust BLA. They will do something. So that is not a problem. Fellow Biafran, ask your questions to be precise on the target to shut down Nigeria if Nnamdi Kanu is not released. That's just the whole issues. Not only Biafra land, Lagos as well are advised to observe this very thing at home. Abuja were also advised to observe this at home. Everywhere there is Biafra market in Nigeria, and even outside Nigeria, we need to show wherever there is at least 10 Igbo or Biafrans trading, close your shop. Ask you why you close your shop. Say there is a sit at home going on back home in Biafra land, and this is the reason for the sit at home. We are not opening until the federal government heed to our request, and that is to release Nnamdi Kanu. Everywhere you gather yourself as a Biafran doing business across the world, you are permitted to shut down and join the Biafran people, those in Biafra land, for this very shutdown. Thank you, PM and Mazeraf. Go ahead and keep calling them. We are here. We are not going anywhere.
Okay, so while I'm calling them Mazi success, anybody that speaks, please help. Remember, we'll put the person back to the listening mode so that there will be room for other people to ask questions. Please, we're going
Sure,
to
sure.
give priority to those that can raise up their hands. We have here a Ekpa Biafra warrior. Please, can you quickly ask your question in 60 seconds, please?
Thank you very much. I want to ask question about Edo State. How, because I don't know if I want Edo State to be part of this sit at home. So I don't know if there's any way that people can help us. And number two, I want to quickly, because normally when we are on space, people are not many like this. So I want to inform plead for everybody. If you know you have not make your donation for the palliative, just kindly go there and make your donation, please. So when I went there today, what I saw there was not so very, please, it's not encouraging. Please just go there and do your, it's not too much. You can choose 2 family, 3 family, as much as you can, please. Thank you. If anybody can post the something up here, you can post it so that they will just screenshot it from up here. That is all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And yes, there are the palliative. Of course, people are donating. Some of the palliative or the donation may not show there because some people may not make their donation differently. And those who made donation through the website is the only one showing there. And then some of the donation also goes to the IPOB in USA.org. We have said it, if you are making donation for the palliative through the IPOBUSA.org, you have to specify it and then also send the receipt to the media team so that they are going to identify that your donation is for the palliative. Then the issue of those sitting at home, yes, those Biafrans that are the current part of Edo State, we are urging you to sit at home, and many of you, the chiefs, the Igwes, and all of you there have to make sure that you participate in this particular 2 weeks historic Biafra sit at home. Very, very important. And then those of you in other part of the coastal region, we are also expecting that you join this particular sit at home because every business activities will be shut down. So going to the shop or trying to go out is not going to benefit you anything because the entire federal road, will be shut down. No movement of vehicle from anywhere across the southeast and then some part of the south, and that will automatically affect the entire nation as the oil company is going to shut down from the 28th. We are also not expecting any tanker or anything anywhere to move within the Biafra territory. It is banned during the sit at home. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my Prime Minister. Success.
Yes, the last speaker. Let me.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and call. Go ahead and
Mazi
call them.
Simon, Ekpa disciple, please, you have 60 seconds to bring your question.
Our able Prime Minister, my Simon Ekpa, I greet you, sir. And I greet all Biafrans. Mostly what I have is a commendation and appreciation to our Prime Minister and all the rest of the autopiloters and those that believe in what we are doing. I thank you all. More grace to your able. But the little thing I want to chip in is that, to my own little knowledge, our problem now from the exposition and everything that we have been seeing that is happening, we know where our problem now lies. Igbo governors, Ohaneze and Igbo, and all the rest of them. Shetima said the other day that he don't want to use military against the bandits, against the non-terrorists. But those we elected as our governors, senators, representatives, they go to Abuja begging for more soldiers. They are the ones now bringing the war. They are the ones now bringing the chaos and insecurity. Is it not high time we take the hit to them? So that, as they say that we now are their problem, then we make them the problem by themselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Noted.
Thank you. All right. We have welcome Gaddafi of Biafra. You're welcome. We have Chuku Maeze. Chuku Maeze, please bring your question.
Thank you so much. PM, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah. Please, quick one. There is something that just bothers me. I just want to ask, should in case in the sit at home, if the zoo army decided to begin to go house to house to eliminate people, is there going to be any provision for those people, those men that are not hide camp, to defend themselves, not die like a coward?
If anything is happening anywhere, just call the attention of Biafrans through the social media, and we are going to dispatch the Biafra Liberation Army to any place that is having issue that the military is bombing or killing or burning, and we're going to engage them. That's why it is very important you stay indoor. Stay in your house. It is better to stay in your house and let them find you to come to your house and try to kill you than going out and endanger your life in this hand of the terrorist Nigeria government that are looking for every opportunity to kill and maim and destroy our places. So any place where the military come this time around to do anything, we are going to engage them, activating the full scale of self-defense. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, the last one before I go. Please, Mazi, there's something I want to beg you. I know that the zoo government is all around to make sure that they lay hand on you, sir.
Forget about, please do not make any comment concerning anybody that are coming to Finland to lay hand on me. I am here, let them come, I welcome them, but I'm promising them, those who come to Finland looking for Simon Ekpa will never go back. If they continue to come here and have a mission of touching Simon Ekpa, they will never ever go back to Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So that said, please going forward, please come up and ask questions. Make we leave greetings for now. Come and ask questions. Nobody's raising hands here.
Hello, good evening.
Who's that? You didn't raise your hand. Who's that?
Yeah, that's Tukuma, the person.
Please.
To just add to what I've just said to the last person. Like I said, those who claim they have been contracted to come to Finland, I have every of their details. So the way they are coming to Finland, we are also hunting for them. Thank you.
Beautiful. Atakata Abosia. Wow. Please, I have one Egbeje jog here. Is that the real Egbeje jog? Is that Madam Azoka with Egbeje jog?
I think she is. Yes.
She is? Okay.
Yeah.
Please, please unmute yourself, ma.
Yes. Yes, I'm the one.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
I didn't know you were the one.
Loud and clear. Good evening.
Whoa. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Honorable Prime Minister. And good evening, Biafrans. We are winning. I must tell you, I am so happy because Nigeria is going down. And there is nothing any man can do about it. So, Honorable Prime Minister, let them come from heaven. We're going to see them. Anywhere they are, we must see them. So, they will run around Finland and still not go back. That is the only promise. So, if they think that we're not seeing them, they're just wasting their time. So, let them plot whatever they want to plot. They will take their head, carry them. You know? So, my fellow Biafrans, I want to encourage each and every one of you to be steadfast. And not only that, you can see that the oil companies, the international oil companies in Nigeria, has decided to obey our Prime Minister and obey the Biafran government, Republic government in exile, by shutting down and keeping to the sit-at-home rules. So, my fellow Biafrans, especially the core Igbo people, the Biafrans, Igbo people in particular, I am talking to you guys this afternoon. The only thing we can do is to obey this sit-at-home. And after this, I am telling you, Nigeria will turn to something else. That is the only promise. But if you come out that day, let us call this as our Passover. So try as much as possible to do your part in making sure that you stay at home that day, because the spirit of death, killing will be roaming the streets that day. So do not come out. If you're reading the Bible and if you believe that you're from the tribe of Israel, please, we urge you to stay at home. Sit at home. It doesn't take you anything. If you want and if you know anything you can plan now, go and plan it. After all, during COVID, you stayed home for 3 good months. So 2 weeks will not take you anything. You are not contributing to anything. We do not take money from those who are living those who are living in Biafra land right now. So the only thing you have to do is to put your, make your sacrifice. Your sacrifice, somebody telling you sitting at home does not mean anything. That you didn't eat for 1 day or you didn't trade for 1 week or 2 weeks cannot take anything or equate to your freedom. So all you need to do is to obey the instructions. The angel of death will be passing the road. So talk to your friends, your well-wishers, your mothers, your fathers, especially the women. If you're a woman here, please talk to your husband to sit inside the house. Talk to your children to sit inside the house. It's not going to take you anything. Because if the international companies, oil companies can obey this, what of you who is bearing the brunt every single day? Why can't you listen for once? But we are not begging nobody. Our own is to make it known to you that this is it. You have to follow these rules. Because if you do not follow it, I am telling you, if anything happens to you, nobody is going to account for it. Okay? So if you go out, whatever you see, you take. So all we are encouraging you is to do this for the last time. Once we are done with this, I am telling you, we'll be smiling after the 14 days. So thank you guys so much. And
You're welcome, our Egbeje Jog. Thank you so much. That was a brilliant one, and the Biafrans are listening. We are not joking. This is a serious issue, and Biafrans are not smiling. Mouthpiece of the gods is here. Please, if you're not raising your hands, I may not call you, but just try and raise your hands wherever you are if you want to, get the attention of the Prime Minister. Mouthpiece of the gods, please bring your question, please.
Thank you so much, Ralph. Thank you so much, Ralph. And I also want to thank our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And
hello?
Who is that?
Who is that? You are interrupting a call. It's going on.
Please. So, who is the person talking?
Charles Wankwo.
I'm talking with my husband.
Okay.
All right.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece, hold on.
Mouthpiece, hold
Good
on.
evening.
Hold on.
Okay, we were not hearing you. I thought everybody job finished. So we
Oh,
didn't
what
hear
happened? You
anything.
were not hearing me.
No, we didn't hear anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Honorable Prime Minister, Biafra government in exile,
Chief with swag.
Mazi Ekedekwange,
Chief with swag.
you are the Prime Minister with a hot swag. You know, I want to thank you so much and the Biafran government in exile for your stance on this sit at home. It is productive. To use the word of our leader Mazen Nanikano, the zoo is panicking. The zoo is panicking. Everybody is shaking because they know we are going to pull it through. So the Nigerian media has done a very good job at advertising this at home. Everybody is anticipating that is going to happen. So Biafran people, let us make it happen. All you just need to do, stay away from harm's way and be in your home drinking coffee. If you don't have coffee, I am sure our palliative will reach you. And I want to appeal to our brothers and sisters in Lagos. You saw what happened just after the election, how you were treated, how you were subjugated, how you were intimidated, how your stuff was burned. Please join your brothers, join your other brothers and observe these 2 weeks at home. Let those in Kaduna, Sokoto, Maiduguri, anywhere you are, identify with this at home. We are emphasizing on Igbo land, but as a show of comradeship, as a show of patriotism to our motherland, Biafra, we call on you to participate and join in the sit at home. If you are a soldier of Biafran extraction, you are not a good person. The government doesn't see you as a good person. The government only sees you as a tool in their hands to perpetrate injustice to your own people. We are calling on you as you are stepping out. We are buying you, we are adopting you. Just indicate your interest to cross over to the Biafran Liberation Army. And you are going to be rewarded handsomely. Someone here in the United States is going to adopt you. Someone in Europe is going to adopt you. And we're going to start paying you in dollar. Do not be an instrument to the destruction of your own people. Rather, this is the time that your own people need you. We all know that the Eastern governors are all embarrassed because of what is going on. And they are just trying to save face. And the only way they know how to save face is to export terrorism to other nations. That will tell you how depraved thinking they have. As it stands today, all the companies, multinationals are closing. Even the government himself that is telling you come out, they are not going to open. Hope Uzodinma is not going to open the government office in Owerri. Neither the guy in Enugu or in Onitsha. They are not going to open. So why are you going to listen to them to come out and hurt yourself? Please, I beg each and every one of us, let us participate. All hands on deck. Together we move and together we will achieve this purpose and God will take all the glory. And Biafra is here.
Wow.
There were Chief with swag.
Thank you.
Does our Prime Minister want to respond, sir?
I have just responded. That was a very brilliant one. And so we are now expecting other questions. And of course, I thank you, Chief with swag, for allowing our Secretary of Defense to be discharging her duty in best way possible. There we
go.
There we go. They were.
Thank you very much. All right, we'll move with speed. With speed, we move. Mouthpiece of the gods, please bring a very hard knock question for the Prime Minister.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I greet you, Prime Minister, again. I greet you, Honorable Azuka, and each and every one of you here on stage. I don't know, a suggestion is what I'm bringing in, not a question, because I know some people have already contributed to the palliative. Like yesterday, I sent for 5 people palliative for them, but I am urging others around you, don't look at the one you contributed. Look at your close families, relatives. Even if it is 10 people, send for them, send to them. Okay? I think that will also help that the ones that you've already contributed will go to other people who don't have people abroad. And I've always told my people that in as much as people in diaspora are contributing, they also sitting at home is what they are contributing, you know, to the restoration of Biafra. So they should not always think that we have to send money to them or contribute for them. Let it also be a little bit of tithe to, you know, for them. That's the only contribution I want to give. Thank you so much. I'll go down.
Thank you so much, Mouthpiece of the gods. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Win-Win, please lower your hands and bring your question. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, our Prime Minister. Good evening, Pastor Van Van Van. I greet you all. Thank you. So my question is, someone called my attention this evening concerning those who are beside, Enugu. There is a village before Obolafo. It's called Otukpa. So these people, some of them are from Kogi and some are Benue State. So someone from that village contacted me and then asked me how they can be part of the whole process. And then I educated him on how to embark on the sit at home. But officially, having, been together, you have to probably write to our PM. I don't know if I did the right thing, but that's what I told him, to write to our PM so that they will be carried along. He claims they have been like trying to, put all solidarity, and some are sitting at home while some are not. I don't know. So I told him to contact our PM. If there is, these are people, this same thing you see Gede people writing to the zoo government releasing them, they can. These are people who are also putting in measure because they know that something is about to happen so that they will know where they belong. So I don't know, some of them are here on this space. I don't know if our Prime Minister can address them. They claim they are part of us, that they don't belong to the zoo. When you come to that lower side, you see they are answering our name. Some of them have 4 market days, so it is during the amalgamation that the zoo divided them from us. Some of them speak Igbo. There is this village in particularly speaks Igala, speaks Idoma, and speaks Igbo as well. So it is somehow confusing. I think they need the intervention of our Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me correct you. They are not claiming to be part of Biafra. They are part of Biafra. And so it is not their claim, but they are part of Biafra. Just the way they are reaching out to you and trying to reach to me is the way they are going to take it upon themselves and join us in what we are doing. Everybody who wants to be part of Biafra will be carried along. We're not going to discriminate anyone. And so it is not only there. In Ebonyi State, for example, we still have those who were annexed to Benue State, and they are still part of us. That is why when they talk about Igbo State, we look at them, we laugh. Because if you talk about Igbo State, what about the Igbo State in River State? What about the people in in a Cross River State? What about the people in Akwa Ibom State? So, they thought that after they, change this demography, they will now start talking about Igbo State, dot in a circle. It is never going to work. And that's why we stand our ground. So anybody, even those in Edo, those in part of Auchi, those in, in those areas, we are going to take all of them because it is not by force. Those who don't want to be part of Biafra don't necessarily have to be part of Biafra. But when the people want to be part of Biafra, they have vote, and it is called a referendum. So we're going to give opportunity to every ethnic group that want to be part of the Confederating State of Biafra to be part of Biafra. It's an opportunity that may never come in another life. So yes, those people in Lower Benue there in Enugu, they are part of us, but they are not claiming they are part of us. And they can join. We are asking them to join the sit-at-home exercise. The time is now. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you very much for that intervention. Please, the last speaker, get to the Ministry of Information and Media. Ministry of Information, Media and Communication. Raf Ajare is here. Please, you can write him a private message on Twitter message. Then give the details, the phone number of that guy, so that because the Doma are fully ready, but there is no proper organization there, so we can put them through. They are fully ready. Any Doma man you approach and speak about, he will be the one preaching to you. Same thing Igede has been able to do as a nation. Collectively, Igede came out and the right to Tinubu, which no nation in Biafra has ever done, not even the Igbos has done it. They wrote to Tinubu, endorse their signature, and be proud to say they are Igede nation. So same thing is going to happen in Idoma and in Igala. And if you have such person like this, get to the Ministry of Information, Media and Communication. We can take it up from there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mazraf, go ahead.
All right, thank you, Mazi Success. Yeah, I am going to be calling on the BAIG. Please, if you didn't raise your hand and I see speakers without hands, I'm going to be lowering people to bring in speakers. You have to raise your hands for me to call you up, please. BAIG, please quickly ask your question.
All right. Good evening, France all over the world. I might not call my real name because I'm on ground. I want to ask a few questions. What is currently, flying all over?
You can add the voice to your decision, please. You are not coming out clear.
Okay. I don't know whether I'm coming out clear now.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. There is this information this evening where people are being picked this evening on some certain locations within Anambra State. Currently, we have counted like 4 to 5 persons that are kind of that witnessed the activities. It happened in Newe, then it happened in Nobi too, happened in Agolo today.
Picked by who?
People, security personnel, so people don't know.
No, we're not aware of that. Do you have any picture, any video of that?
Probably I will get it if you really want.
You can get it and send it to any of the media team here. Send it to Ralph Ajare.
Yeah, send it to me, please.
Yes. Yeah. And so, what is your question about that?
Because I want to know, do we have intelligent teams? Because these people, they came from Abuja. They are like, trying to penetrate people. They come to ask you series of questions. Are you a Biafran or what? And when you just openly probably want to accept the fact, you're probably maybe thinking that, oh, this person is your fellow Biafran, and you now open your mouth to say you are a Biafran.
So I will not make a comment until you send the video evidence to Raf or to our media team. We can see it, and then we can begin to make inquiries Yes, we have intelligent team on ground, and so we have intelligent team. We have not. There are rumors, propaganda going up and down, up and down. I have also listened to one audio where somebody claimed that somebody came to his shop and they want to buy something, and then begin to ask him, "Are you a Biafran?" And then the person say, "No, that is not a Biafran." And then the man brought him or took him to the car, and then opened and brought an ID card, and they start showing ID card. And then after that, the man brought out many guns and started explaining that they come from Abuja. All those things are rubbish. There is no sensible security that would do such thing. There is no reason for any security to come from Abuja and then ask you if you are a Biafra, and then you say no. And then the person will start to bring ID card to prove that he's a security agent, that if you have said you are a Biafran, you are going to be dead or they're going to take you. And then the person will start bringing out all these things are propaganda coming from illiteracy, from people that are very primitive, from uneducated idiots who are from the Igbo extraction. So this is what they do in order to install fear in our people. I'm telling you that even such thing exists. The modus operandi the person explained is very, very, it's very idiotic. Somebody will just come and say, "If you are a Biafran, are you a Biafran?"
Can you hear me?
And then the person will say, I'm not a Biafran. And then he will start bringing ID card. I don't know why you are talking when I'm still talking. So what I'm trying to say is that we don't entertain such propaganda here. Biafrans are Biafrans and they are proud to call themselves Biafra. You don't come here and start installing fear on our people that somebody will come to his shop and ask for a Biafran and start showing gun and he has a nice car and they come from Abuja, and if you say you are a Biafran, the person will carry you and you never come back. I don't believe in those bullshit. So we are here. If you see anything like that, please give it to us, give it the video to us, and then we'll start to monitor whoever comes like that, and we are going to start engaging them. You can't kidnap our people and go free in Biafra land. Never. That was before. Now we have the same arms you have, we have the same car you have. So if you come in the name of kidnapping our people, pretending as a security agents, you can never go free. We'll catch you and deal with you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
another question.
Thank
please,
you, PM. Wait, please wait, my brother. Wait. Thank you, PM, for that quick response. And this before people will ask question, please, it's not to him alone, but to every person here. You need to really think about the importance, or let me say, how people will view your questions. Because this your question now, it looks somehow it doesn't represent Biafra. Because if you want to know who is Biafra, go to Aba on Monday. Go to Aba on Monday. Then ask the empty shop, are you a Biafra or not a Biafra? We have demonstrated to Nigerian government that their government is no longer welcome in Biafra for nearly 2 years, well, more than 2 years now. Every Monday we lock down. And how do you think that somebody from Abuja will come and begin to interrogate, are you a Biafra or not a Biafra? If there is anything that happened at Nobi or anywhere you mentioned, then I will advise you contact China Sanguru. They want to answer this question, not us. Thank you very much.
Okay, can I ask my last question now?
Well, to make it very quick, please.
Be brief.
Okay. Please, the BLA, how do they differentiate between security, village security, or securities who are actually out there to protect the masses, probably from kidnappers or probably from other criminals activities? How do they work to make sure that, these people are not against their own plan or whichever will, or are they enemy to BLA?
No.
I want to know, how do they work?
You don't need to know, since you are not in the security system.
No,
the Biafra Liberation Army and the Eastern Security Network are almost working the same way, and they know each other, and that's enough. You don't need to know them. Their job is to protect Biafra people and fight against the Nigeria terrorist government when they come to kill our people. So you don't need to know any other thing apart from this. Wait until we bring them public. You're going to see what you need to identify them when you see them. Thank you.
Yeah, he has asked his questions and he's gone to listening. Okay, now please, if you are occupying the space of a speaker and you are not raising your hands, after this line of speakers, we are going to bring you down and wait until you're ready to ask a question. If I H Madumere, please quickly in 60 seconds ask your question.
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, lovers of freedom. I greet everyone, mostly the Prime Minister. You're doing a great work. I've been following you up. Mostly your interpretation about the propaganda going on. Initially, I wasn't really happy with what is going on because of the propaganda. But when I start hearing from you directly, I see you're doing a good work. I don't mind. I stand to be corrected. Then I really happy because Mazi himself will be really happy. Mazi Namdi Carlo, who is the supreme leader, will be really happy. He has followers that can stand behind him in this tribulation, in this injustice that is going on against him. So my question is this, please, people in Lagos, I heard the last speaker, one of the coordinator, say people in Lagos should join the sit at home coming up. I think it is not right now because I heard the Prime Minister say there will be a time when the protest will go to Lagos, it will go to Abuja. For now, the focus should be in the southeast so that we don't complicate or we don't endanger our brothers and sisters in Lagos. Because what we are doing is very critical and it has to do with an important issue at hand, which is the freedom of Biafra from this contemplation called Nigeria. But I think we should exempt our brothers in Lagos. We shouldn't be mentioning it now. When it is time, when it is right for us to bring them on board, they will all be prepared for it. They will all know that yes, they are going for something like this, and then every one of them will take it serious. And that is my contribution. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Well noted. And yes, we are going to have the time for the people in Lagos and people in some part of northern Nigeria. So this particular 2 weeks is solely for the Biafra territory. So you are absolutely right.
Yeah.
And but of course, we are only preparing the minds of those in Lagos to understand that the time is coming, and they are not going to have a straight, days, many days sit at home. We're going to have a well-designed template for the civil disobedience for people in Lagos that will be completely different from what we are doing. So we serve them with what would suit them in Lagos and in Abuja. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, fine. Gaddafi of Biafra, you raised your hand before and lowered again. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, thank you, Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of the strongest nation in Black Africa.
You're welcome, Gaddafi.
I salute you, your courage. I salute you. And your job is speaking, because you said a time will come when the Nigerian newspaper will be the one to advertise us. Now it's happening. Our Prime Minister, the people has drawn elastic. You know, the Southeast politicians and their governors, the Ohanes Ndibu, has drawn elastic. Sir, I believe that when somebody stretch a rubber or elastic, it always come back with full force. So on that, sir, also, we in the media, people was calling us that with their propaganda, which we are trying to tell them, and I'm still using this opportunity to tell them that our leader is in support of our sit at home. Our leader Martin against it at home. People should sit at home, for it is for your own good. Even the Bible says, give heed to instruction, for it is thy good. So, Prime Minister, they have drawn the elastic, and the elastic will definitely come back. Thank you, sir. Continue with your good work, and the Biafra people is behind you. These 2 days, we see that you earn the respect in Biafra territory, you will earn the support of Biafrans, because we know the kind of phone call we've been receiving to show those about 99% of Biafrans are showing concern, and that's showing their solidarities on you, that they support everything you do. So for these few days of this their terrorist sponsored to Finland, we have seen how Biafran people responded and how they show care and support to what you are doing, meaning the people is behind you, sir. So continue with your good work, and God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. Even them themselves who were part of the planning did not also support them. They still come to me and give me information. So the governors, some of the governors also give me the information. They even give me the complete names of the people coming to Finland. So that is the way it is.
Cool. Thank you, my Prime Minister. Gaddafi of Biafra, thank you very much. If you can relinquish your space, let's bring in another person that want to ask question. It will be appreciated. Mazi Ndubisi Kevin. Wow, Kevin, you are able to come up today. Let the Prime Minister hear your voice today, Mazi Kevin.
Good evening, everyone. I greet everyone. One boza, 7 boza for Prime Minister. I must appreciate your good works. You are doing a very fantastic job, as I already said. I have a very critical question. Not question, but questions. Series of questions to ask, but I will take it one
Please
after the other.
take only two questions. There are so many people in this space, please, okay?
Okay. My first question is, having seen how Nigerian system has rotten, having seen how they manipulate their system, then I have this question for our Prime Minister. When we are going to conduct our self-referendum, which I believe is coming this year, are we going to do it manually, to collect results manually or electronically?
Thank you very much. That's a very wonderful
Yes.
question. We are going to have a combination of both. We're going to have a combination of manual and electronic voting. It is the same thing we do here in the West. So it is going to be a combination of both. Electronic for those staying in diaspora and those who have access to the internet, and manual for those who are in the darkness before it becomes light after the restoration of Biafra. Those who have no access to electricity, those who have no access to internet today in the present territory of Biafra will be allowed and given the opportunity to vote manually. Thank you.
Okay. I have another question for you, sir. If Biafra is declared today, is there any need for the self-referendum to be conducted again?
It is a step after the other. First of all, if you talk about declaration of declaration of Biafra, you don't talk about referendum. But we are using both the democratic process and then also in the arms and the addition of the armed struggle. So we go by self-referendum, and then after that self-referendum, whatever happens after that will determine whether we are going to go, add the redeclaration of Biafra, or we are going to get the backing from international community after that.
Kevin, are you there?
Not sure. His network may be affecting.
I was excited that he was able to come in because network the brother so, and I would have loved him to ask more questions because he has more questions, unlike people that are coming up to great. Kevin, are you still there? Okay, I'll leave you up until you are able to revive your line. Biafra Jet News, please come up with your question, please. Question, Biko question.